I would make love to him, and there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not.
Yikes. Andrew Schultz is so desperate to be black that he's imitating Diddy. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Idiocracy Report. My name is Keenan Jerome Floyd, and in response to the comment made on my last video by GeoFuego1, I say what I want, but thank you for watching. I've come to realize that Andrew Schultz is obsessed with being liked by popular black dudes. He's trying to act like that they need him to be popular, but in fact, it's the other way around. Now, I don't regret anything that I said in the last video as it comes to the ability of comedians to be able to talk about what they want on stage. And if you want to check out my last video, I'll put the link below in the description, but also subscribe to my channel. Now, what's interesting about the song Whacked Out Murals, Kendrick did not mention Andrew Schultz by name, or any other white comedian for that matter. In fact, he wasn't even referring to them at all. He was talking about the black dudes, which I'm assuming is Shits and Gigs from the UK, their reaction or non-reaction when they were in presence of Schultz when he made the jokes about black women on his podcast. And again, I don't think that the jokes were that bad. I do think that there is a sensitivity when it comes to comedy. People think that they can control other people's speech, and that's just not the case, especially when it comes to comedians. Comedians joke about what they observe. However, I will say this, that comedians are also not free of consequences or negative reactions. Now, when Kendrick referred to Shits and Gigs not checking Schultz in this particular moment, Andrew,
it became personal with me.
And at first we know that Andrew responded to Kendrick by saying that he thinks he's too woke for jokes, which you already know how I feel about that. But now he took it a step further. Take a look.
I mean, it's crazy.
He did.
But I need Kendrick. I need you to do it, Kendrick.
You want to squabble up with Kenny?
No. I mean, here's the thing. This is the thing that is kind of funny about it. Is like, first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, everybody, his security, they will kill me. They will destroy me. They'll find me in the street. They'll fucking cut me up. They'll shoot me. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him, and there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, this is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well f you.
Wow. Schultz went from zero to Jenga real quick.
2 weeks involved.
Now, me and many others found this response strange in a sense that if we put it in historical context, during slavery times, any time that a male slave stood up for a female slave who was being abused by the slave master, that male slave was either publicly humiliated, tortured, or killed, or all three. So it's wild to me that a dude that hangs out so much with other black dudes would joke about holding Kendrick down and going all out Diddy on him if he wanted to. To me, that's Calvin Candy talk. He's almost saying, how dare you? How dare you stand up for the black girls in your community? I need to teach you a lesson. But again, it's weird because Kendrick wasn't even talking to you, bro. He was talking to Shits and Gigs, who was on your podcast, who you also humiliated after they did a pandering apology. But again, I've noticed that Andrew wants popular black dudes to like him so bad. I remember when Dave Chappelle was on the Joe Rogan podcast and they were talking about Schultz. And Dave just said that the style of comedy that Schultz does isn't something that he does. And again, Andrew,
It became personal with me.
I remember Chappelle was on Rogan, and
And Rogan is the best. He's always trying to like give everybody a shout out and put everybody on. And he was like, yo, he was like, Chappelle, you're doing these great shows outside, or in the barn or whatever. And there's another guy who's doing a lot of great stuff online. This guy, Andrew Schultz, he's doing these videos online and turn your phone and he's writing jokes and there's images. And Chappelle just goes, yeah, I don't know about that slideshow shit. I do stand-up comedy. And it was just like, I remember watching like, oof.
I blame Charlemagne the God. But I will say this. The rebuttal that Schultz had when it came to the hip-hop community or the culture in general is interesting.
Nobody has respected women more
You love
through art
Yes.
than rappers, okay?
Absolutely.
So I completely understand how a rapper could look at a comedian telling a joke and be like, yo, y'all need to switch that shit up.
Yeah.
How dare y'all keep saying your wives are annoying? Be more like us and, just ain't nothing but hoes and tricks. I beat my bitch with a stick. What? You can lick on the nuts or suck the dick. I beat my bitch with a stick. What?
Did you just think of that?
That's a real lyric.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he isn't wrong, but let's focus on the conversation. Kendrick is actually the antithesis of this theory, which is why I like him so much. To me, Kendrick is in vein with early Kanye or Tupac. It's been so long since we've actually had any positive messaging in hip-hop that anytime we do, it feels like it's pandering, which it actually might be because, sisters spend money and you gotta have sister support to be able to make money, so I get it. But that's also the reason that the community is holding Kendrick down. And that's why I feel that it's hard for black entertainers, especially hip-hop artists, to actually be the voices of the community and the culture, because then we start diving into this straw man argument about respectability politics. And if it's one person that's standing up against an entire gauntlet of trash, people are going to focus on the trash surrounding the treasure. It's why so many positive rap artists and other entertainers that are black have been looked over recently. We don't really talk about the educators too much in mainstream media, or even the positive hip-hop artists like Rhapsody all too often. So it does feel like that's almost impossible for these artists to become respected leaders. But it can be done, but it's just hard. And even then, you have to worry about the fans, because some of Kendrick's fans started going after Schultz's family.
Some of his fans, the majority of his fans don't do anything. The majority of his fans are just like, they like hip hop, they think he's a great musician. But the most extreme ones, on a picture of my 8-month baby, are going, you better take security everywhere because I'm coming for your whole family.
But at least he's taking it well. But this response was made even before Andrew made the comment about shish kebabbing Kendrick. The truth of the matter is that you can't control what people say, and you can't control the consequences on both sides. Also, what we have to realize is that the internet community, or people that spend all of their time on social media commenting and giving their opinions on things, even here on YouTube, we're a very, 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 very small percentage of the population. So in the grand scheme of things, the thing that's going on the internet doesn't necessarily affect anything. Sometimes it does. Sometimes when it comes to politics, sometimes when it comes to public opinion, yes. But we have to realize that we're a very, very, very pin needle sized group that's facing the entire world. And as a community, the black community that I'm referring to, we should be focusing on our unity. We should be focusing on building each other up, and we should be focused on protecting each other. Now, I know other groups try to tell us, oh, we don't really look out for each other and we don't care and all this stuff, but that's not true. Unity and families is what keeps other communities so strong, so powerful, and wealthy. So don't listen to that mess. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of the current rap industry. And what I hate about it even more is that 60% of its audience are white, like this.
They not like us. They not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
Oh God, I hate this so much. Now, what do you think? Do you think Andrew Schultz should mind his big nose business? Do you think that Kendrick is pandering? Or do you think he means what he says and he's trying to rise up as a leader in our community? I would love to hear your thoughts. If you haven't already, like this video, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications, and thank you for joining me for this edition of the Idiocracy Report. I've been Keenan Jerome Floyd. Y'all take care.